Welcome to the Master Builders Victoria podcast. I'm your host, Sam Smith, Director of Advisory. Master Builders Victoria was established in 1875 by a group of distinguished builders intent on raising standards within the industry. Since that time, the organisation has grown to become a preeminent voice with members universally renowned for their reliability, skill and professionalism. Today, Master Builders Victoria aims to lead a future-ready industry that builds a better world. During this podcast series, we bring industry experts directly to you to discuss trends and challenges within our industry to empower people to build a better future. Today, we'll be joined by Bianca Florent, Outreach and Future Skills Manager at Master Builders Victoria, to talk about our Apprentice of the Year awards. Before we speak with Bianca, we've also got our 2024 Apprentice of the Year winner, Perin Breakell, to chat about what her journey in the industry looked like and what winning these awards means to her. Perin was one of 618 nominated apprentices in our awards within Victoria. After attending an interview with a panel of judges, Perin left the judges extremely impressed with her passion for her trade, determination and hardworking attitude. She also took the title of 2024 Apprentice of the Year Metropolitan Developing Leader Award and is now a great spokesperson for females in trades. Perin, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and how you came to enter the construction industry?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I guess my journey to get where I am now, like being a 38-year-old female, recently qualified chippy now, was, I guess, quite a long one. I started back when I left school 20 years ago. Holy heck, that seems a while ago. But so 20 years ago, I really wanted to be a chippy. And I guess back then, it just wasn't really an option, just really wasn't seen or done, I guess, unless you had, a dad or a close relative that could give you a foot in. That was really the only way in, and I didn't have that. So I kind of settled on becoming a landscaper, and I did that for a while, but really had this desire to still want to be in the building industry. So I kind of went back and studied building and construction, and from that landed an office-based role. I was I was a scheduler. So
from landscaping to the office.
To the office, which was, I guess, still wasn't really where I wanted to be, but it was just okay, well, I'm getting closer to this building industry game that I wanted to be a part of. And and obviously women worked in offices, so it was I could get a job there. So I did that, and I was a scheduler, so just organising purchase orders for site supervisors and dealing with suppliers and stuff. So I still kind of had my finger within the industry and enjoying that. But fast forward a few years and COVID hit, and we all went into that lockdown period, and it kind of really made me realise that I just love the culture of the office style and being around people, and the role itself probably really wasn't suited to me. I still just wanted to be a chippy, I guess, and it wasn't until my wife was just go do it. You've been talking about it for years, and I don't know, I just kind of needed that shove to go do it. And the timing was, I guess, important because we were kind of all stuck, and I needed to take a chance then. And that's when, I decided to give it a crack. And I applied for, over 50 applications, and it kind of got to a point where I stopped putting my age and my gender on my resume just to
Was this to get that first look in for an apprenticeship?
I just thought there were so many applications. I didn't know whether it was because of my age or my gender, or whether it was just because there was heaps of people applying, whether why can't I get something? And I kind of thought if I took those two things off my resume, then, maybe they'll either look me up, because everybody does that. They either look you up on Facebook or Instagram, and then they'll be able to see, how old I was, or, that I was female, or maybe they won't do their research and they'll just call me. And that's sort of exactly what happened. And this guy, Alex, called me. He was just desperate for labour. He was hey, can you start in 2 weeks on Monday? And I was yeah, sure, no worries. I'll be there. And I think, he got the shock of his life when I rocked up, and I was this older woman, keen to have a go. And, the credit to him, he didn't really care. He was I need you to do this and I need it done now. So I was like, okay, now I need
some help.
Yeah, I'm
it.
here. And I just had to prove that I could be there. And that's sort of where this journey started. And then I guess, fast forward, I slugged it out with him for a year. He was owned a framing crew. So like there's no better way to get in chippy shape than on a framing crew. They work bloody hard and fast. So I did that. And then, we bought a house, and on the same street that we lived on was this building company, and they were building this really cool house. And I checked them out on Instagram, and I was like, this company's sick. Like I was really
doing some interesting things.
Yeah, like I wanted to learn the start to finish, process, and I guess that was my real passion. I really wanted to build cool things, and they were doing that. So so hip and cool of me slid into their Instagram messages and said, hey, look, I'm about to start my second year and I'm really keen to do this sort of work, and met up with them and, was lucky enough to do my rest of my apprenticeship with them, and they just sort of guided me through, and that's sort of how I got to now, I guess, as being finished. So
that's great. I guess the background in landscaping, you'd be familiar with finding your own pathway or creating your own path as well.
Yeah.
But you've always been construction adjacent, or part of the construction industry.
Yeah.
So
definitely. I think it's my family are farmers. I grew up only really knowing hands-on work, I guess, and it's just something that I don't know, I'd always wanted to be a part of. So I'm glad I've sort of finally found where I'm supposed to be, I guess.
What is it about the construction industry? Is it the hands-on aspect? Is it there's that tangible, I've worked on this and you can see that physical outcome? It's the people, the outdoors?
I think it's a real, I guess, combination of both if you break it, of everything, breaking it down. But it's that real job satisfaction of, like you said, like you can be like, oh, I built that. Like working for a builder, it's like the goal is to produce this beautiful product for a client. And I guess maybe being older, I can really sink into being like how much things cost and how much it takes to create a dream that people have always wanted. Like a dream home doesn't just happen overnight. So to stand back and be part of a team and say, look, we built that. That's pretty cool. And I think that's what's always drawn me to try and get where I am now. It's because I think that's bloody cool. It's really cool.
How hard was it you're talking about being a mature age apprentice. How hard was it the first day, week, month, year in your apprenticeship? Yeah. Was it a big kind of change of pace, or just the hours, the type of work as well?
I guess the first year really was a shock. It's a different, like, office life is like 9 to 5, you know what I mean? And you can, come and go sort of as you please. Whereas, sunshine or rain, we got to rock up and do what we're supposed to do and work at the same sort of level. I think being mature age, it does make it a bit tougher. There's a few more things on the line that you're doing it for.
It's a bit more at stake, but perhaps you've got a clearer idea that this is for you as well.
You kind of have to be committed to that's what you're going to do because, for me, we moved back in with my in-laws first couple of years so we could, continue life as, what we knew, I guess, taking a bit of a pay cut from normally what you would probably have. There's a bit of a risk to it all, but obviously it all works out if you can get through it. The other side of being female is it's a lot harder, I think, because you have to constantly prove that you're supposed to be in there. So that can be quite taxing as well. As unfortunately we get, not that we get compared, we almost have to match the men and their skill level and then exceed it just to prove that we can still be in this industry. So for me, for the first, 4 years of my apprenticeship, it was only was I trying to do it and finish it. I kind of had to be better than most of the blokes there because technically women, really struggle to fit into this industry, and I was trying to prove that I could be there as well and be good at it. So yeah, it's a long different experience that I was used to, but yeah, we got there.
Now you've finished your apprenticeship. Now,
Yep.
were there some highlights along the way for you?
I think as a whole, like if I broke it down, I had a really successful, enjoyable apprenticeship. When you talk highlights, it's so funny as an apprentice, as like the little individual ones at like the start of your journey. So like the first time, I don't know, you hang your first door solo, or like, you know, if you complete your first deck or staircase, like there's all those little wins along the way. And then I guess for me,
lots of new experiences as you
yeah,
go.
it's just like stuff that, I don't know, it's just like you give in a responsibility and you start to tick those little boxes as you go along. They're really cool little highlights when you're starting out. And then obviously like when you progress through your apprenticeship, it's that more responsibility and really like cementing yourself within a team and not really relying on, you know, your team leaders or your head chippies or whatever, and really starting to make your own calls and things like that. And then like pretty much touching back on the, you know, at the end result and being like, I built that. It's like, I think they're the real highlights as a chippy as you get close to finishing your apprenticeship, really enjoying what you're doing and being happy with the product you've created, I guess.
Yeah, and then to celebrate it by winning this award as well.
Oh, mate, there was like the icing on the cake. I honestly got quite emotional at the awards because it was just such a journey to get there, and it was just such a long road, like I spoke about, to just really top it off with winning the award was, yeah, it was a real icing on the cake for me. It was a really lovely way to celebrate the efforts that I kind of put in, and I'm really proud of that.
Do you have some suggestions for, perhaps there's some apprentices out there, maybe either for the apprentice or for their employer, some suggestions about being recognised or recognising them for these awards?
Absolutely. Like, I think part of my success to winning this award was I kind of base my apprenticeship on a couple of things, and it was being like really curious on the good days. So obviously every workplace you have good days and bad days, but in our industry, you know, the bad days are, you know, you're in the trenches and it's hard. It's
muddy, it's cold.
It's not pleasant. If you can grind through those days and show that you're willing to rock up and push through those days, because obviously the next day is going to be completely different. No day is ever the same in our industry. And yeah, so I kind of base myself on like, if I could grind through the bad days and then be super curious on the good days. And that's, you know, the curious isn't just like, hey, why are we doing this? It's like, okay, like how are we doing this? Where did we get this material from? How much did this material cost? Like, you know, why do the clients want it this way? Like, who are our clients? Like, you know, who are our suppliers? Like, I just was
inquisitive.
Yeah, super inquisitive of like what we were actually doing. And I think that really helped me stand out from others, because I really wanted to be invested in what I was actually building and who I was building it for. And so when it came to when I got nominated, you know, I was over the moon. But one of the things was you had to get references and, you know, talk to a panel. I could quite easily talk about all the jobs we'd worked on and the clients we did it for, and I had references and things like that. So I think it really did help in that aspect. So if you are an apprentice and you want to, you know, win these awards, it's not just about sometimes, you know, being the best, you know, tradie, I guess. It's like, it's almost more than that now. You kind of have to be super curious of why you want to be, you know, doing what we're doing.
And those references as well, in your case, there's some really strong references that speak highly on your behalf. It's easy to put your best foot forward when it's someone else talking about you.
Exactly. Like you know, the company I work for, we, you know, it could take 6 months to a year to 2 years to build their house. So you really get to know your clients quite well towards the end of it all. Yep. And I love that. Like I still hear from some of our clients. So that's how much I really enjoyed, you know, building their dream home for them. So I think it plays a really big part in you know, the big escape of building, I think is, being able to connect with people and, being as invested in their dream home as they are. So
it's not just about the product, but it's the relationship with those different people along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously helps if you can build it really well too. But
I suppose if you do a good job, they'll be happier with.
Yeah, they obviously notice what good work is as well. So
rightly so. Now, you attended our State Awards earlier this year in May. Yeah. What was it like being invited to these awards nights?
Yeah, like we kind of touched on it before. It's just it's a really cool night where
it's an exciting atmosphere.
Oh, it's awesome. It's like a
big party.
Yeah, big party. It's a room full of like people who have the same, passion of wanting to do really well in their chosen field. And then alongside that, there's the bosses, there's the families, there's, the people, the teachers that have like gone, these people are capable of, creating our future essentially. Like it's just bloody cool to be in the room full of that. And then alongside that, there's the, the entertainment, the food, the booze, the bloody suppliers. There's, there's products there, test and try. And then, if you're lucky enough to, win an award, it's just an unreal feeling to get up there and in front of all these people and just, it's cool. It's a really cool night.
I think also like when you're working on your project, your circle within the construction industry is only so big. There's not so many opportunities where you get that many like-minded people there.
Well, that's it. Like I've had the office life where it's like every other week there's like some sort of function or whatever. And we in the trade, you don't have that. So to have a night that recognises, apprentices or just companies alone and industry-based people, it's really cool because, it doesn't happen very often and it's really cool to be a part of it.
No, it's great. Yeah, I guess closing out for those listening and considering a career in trade, maybe they're coming straight out of school into it, or perhaps like yourself, we've done something else first, but I always keep coming back that maybe I want to go back into construction. What advice would you give them?
I think if people are considering it, they're like nearly there, Like I think you just got to take that step and back yourself that you can do it. Because, if someone like me can do it at, 38-year-old female, anybody can. And I think, if you can, like I said, grind through the bad and be curious on the good. I'm a real, strong believer in if you can see it, you can be it. And if all of us are out there having a go, then why can't you? So
perhaps there's a message then for the employers too, especially if there's someone who's considering that career change. Maybe it's been a passion for a long time, but they're just realising it. And
it's not as if like they wake up one morning and go, oh shit, I want to be
I'll give that a go.
It's like it's something they've probably really thought about for a long time and just haven't really had the guts or the timing to have a crack. So I think why not give them an opportunity? It may pay off for you. Like I'm sure my boss is thinking right now it has. So I think have a go. Anybody out there, if you've got a dream, got a passion, just have a go. So
your boss has been rewarded with someone who's really skilled, hardworking, passionate, but also in turn there's recognition for yourself too through these Apprentice Awards. But no doubt a long career ahead of you as well.
I can't wait to see where this little journey goes, and I'm really grateful and proud to be a part of this. And Master Builders has really recognised that and really helping me move forward. So it's been a really cool process. So it's good.
Thanks for your time again today, Perin. You're now on your way to the National Awards following your win here in Victoria. So we wish you all the best of luck.
Fingers crossed. I hope I can do Victoria proud and bring home the chockies, but we'll see how we go, eh?
No, you've already done us proud.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, thank you. Now I'm joined by Bianca Florent, our Outreach and Future Skills Manager at Master Builders Victoria, to talk about our Apprentice of the Year awards. How great was Perin, firstly?
Oh, Perin's amazing. I think I'm one of her biggest fans. She's such a superstar and a well-deserved winner for our Master Builders Apprentice Awards.
Certainly, and it's taken, I mean, she's been working towards this, not just the awards, but her completed apprenticeship for a while now.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about what set Perin apart from perhaps some of the other nominated apprentices on the night?
Yeah, of course. So Perin was invited to an interview. She was nominated in the Apprentice of the Year award category. During that interview phase, I think Perin was just very well prepared. So she did really talk into her personal experiences in the industry, and she had a very personal experience in terms of the speed bumps that she faced or the things that she went through. And she was quite open and transparent and willing to share that with us, which we really appreciate. Also, before the interview, apprentices are asked to submit some documents, their resume, some photos of the work they've done or some achievements that they want to share. And Perin shared some really great varied photos of the work she had done. Her resume was clear, easy, concise, easy for us judges to understand as well. I think just Perin was really well organised and open and transparent with the judging panel.
She's very genuine, and she had some really strong references as well that could talk to or back up the examples that she was providing. But no, she's a very strong nomination and certainly well deserved of the overall grand prize as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And hopefully, fingers crossed for her, but I think she'll do really well.
Yeah, we're all cheering her on in Victoria, aren't we, Sam?
You're here to give us a bit of an overview about the Apprentice of the Year awards.
Of course. Our Apprentice Awards, I think it's something that my team and we're super excited and passionate about, Sam. This is actually held on an annual basis. So it's across the whole of Victoria. And we invite trainers as well as Master Builders members to nominate their apprentices in their respective regions. So that includes Geelong, North East, Bendigo, Ballarat, Gippsland, and the metropolitan region. And as a result, these regions host their own awards night. And we have a whole heap of apprentices that come out to each regional event and get announced potentially an Apprentice of the Year, or they receive a Certificate of Excellence on the night, and it always ends up at the state event in May, where the ultimate winner, so the State Apprentice of the Year, is announced and then continues onto the national level, which Perin gets to compete at that. So yeah, it's a great awards night, great event to be a part of, and us as a team and Master Builders really enjoy it.
Now, you're talking a bit about there's a whole bunch of different regions, including or regional Victoria and metropolitan as well. Now, Perin, with her nomination or her award, yes, she was the overall winner for the Apprentice Awards, but she was also the winner of a different subcategory as well.
Yes.
So can you explain a bit of those some of the breakdown?
Those categories?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. So first of all, we've got the Certificate of Excellence. So this one there is for any apprentice, no matter what walk of life they're in. So when I say that, could be a pre-apprentice, could be all the way up to their third or fourth year within their apprenticeship, and they get nominated for this award. You get a certificate on the night and a show bag with all these goodies from MBV sponsors. Show bags. So they're really fun. They're full of all these goodies and prizes that they win. So Certificate of Excellence is our first category.
They'll find some tools of the trade in that show bag, things that can be used or worn on site. This category, it's also really good recognition for how they are progressing so far.
Exactly right. It's a big merit award. It's something to say you're doing really well, you're early in your career and you're still achieving or you're still reaching some success, which is awesome. And the second one, which is Perin as our example, is the Apprentice of the Year category. So this category is for third and fourth year apprentices only. And what they can do from there is be eligible for one of the major titles. So it could be the Developing Leader Award, which they're eligible to, or Future Builder. We've got a number of different categories that our judges actually interview you and ask you questions about. So when you're nominated in that category, you're invited to an interview, typically early parts of the year. It's about a 20-minute online interview with the judging panel. And from there, the judges decide, you know what? this person's amazing, they deserve one of our major awards. And if you are a major award winner as well, you of course get a certificate and show bag, similar to the Certificate of Excellence. And you also get some major prizes from our sponsors. So I'm not sure if Perin touched on it, but she went home with a number of prizes to the point where it's a bit of a trolley-like thing where you're literally wheeling out your prizes on the night. So it's a really great award to win, and you go home with some excellent goodies, which is a bonus as well.
Now, the judging panel is nothing to be feared. They're a bunch of friendly faces.
Exactly right. So it's a mixture of internal and external judges. So internal being MBV staff. And we're very lovely people. I've personally been on the judging panel before and nothing to be worried about. That's correct.
Excellent. Now, who can nominate in these awards?
So our Master Builders members, and we've also got our Victorian training providers, so both of which can nominate in the awards. And we highly suggest to nominate multiple apprentices. You don't only have to nominate one.
How do they go about nominating those apprentices?
Great question, Sam. So you can find the link online. So on our website, it's called Awards Force. So it's our online nomination portal. And all they have to do is just create a profile on there, and they can submit their nominations. This portal is really savvy and really smart, so it'll carry on a lot of your personal information. If you are nominating multiple apprentices, you don't have to do that multiple times. So that is all online, all through Awards Force.
Why should Master Builders Victoria members or those Victoria training providers nominate in these awards?
Yeah, so apprentice days can be a bit tough, and an apprentice can feel sometimes unnoticed or unrecognised, especially this early in their career. And these awards are designed to applaud the outstanding achievements of Victorian building and construction apprentices. So the awards recognise apprentice commitment to their trade and apprenticeship and encourages excellence in the industry. And it really demonstrates to an apprentice while still early in their career, they're doing a really good job and they're being noticed by other people.
Now, you said judging starts early next year with the final presentation or the awards night conducted in May. But nominations are open now.
Yes, that is correct, Sam. So training providers and members can actually jump on that online portal, so Awards Force, and nominate their apprentices, and highly suggest doing it early. Do not wait till the deadline creeps up, because I guess time is going by very quickly. We're already in September, which is a little bit scary, but nominations are open, so that is right.
And when do nominations close? Not that we're leaving things to the last minute.
No, we aren't leaving it to the last minute, but they do close 11:59, Friday the 1st of November. So I highly suggest do not wait till 11:58 on Friday the 1st of November. Do it early, do it when you can.
Don't even leave it till November.
Exactly right. Do it now. But yes, they do close the 1st of November.
All right. Thanks for your time today, Bianca. As part of our commitment to the future generation of our industry, MBV has introduced a student membership. This membership provides students with an entry point to our industry, supporting them with key information and subsidised training to enhance their skill set. It gives access to MBV marquee networking events and exclusive member offers. For those that are taking the next steps towards builder registration, they'll also have access to advice on how to proceed. For more information about student memberships, call, email, or fill out the inquiry form on our website. Now, if any Master Builders Victoria members or Victoria training providers have any further questions about the Apprentice Awards or the process surrounding it,
yes,
who do they get in contact with?
Yeah, of course, Sam. So our team, so the Outreach and Future Skills team, are more than happy to give them a hand with their nominations or even answer any questions they have about the awards. Most welcome to give us a call on 9411 4555 or even email apprentice@mbav.com.au.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Bianca.
Beautiful. Thanks, Sam.
This podcast was recorded on Wurundjeri land. MBV pays respect to elders past, present and emerging.